The news, good evening. 9 people are still tested positive for COVID-19 in Seychelles. To date, 11 cases have been reported in the country, but 2 are considered as cured. They left the isolation facilities after multiple tests. The healthcare agency says it has taken the decision to ban all visits to the premises of the North East Point, including the home for the elderly, the North East Point Hospital, the mental home, and the hospice. This is effective for 3 weeks on account of the more stricter measures being taken to restrict movements of people in the country. The agency says residents of those premises at North East Point are also more vulnerable because of their respective health conditions, and that the measures were being taken in good faith and with the aim of protecting the health of the residents. The agency has asked families, relatives, and friends to respect the decision. Farmers claim they're facing shortages of essential fertilizers, problems adapting to a changing market, and a sales slump. The sector is refocusing on growing produce for local consumers after losing lucrative deals with shuttered hotels. But some small farmers say bigger producers are now competing with them by shifting production to traditional local crops.
On small farms like this one, barely 2 acres at Val d'Endor, growing sweet potatoes is getting tougher. The coronavirus crisis means farmers here, like everyone, must adapt fast. But the valley's water supply issues are limiting their options.
Bigger farms, a lot of them were selling to the hotel. Now the hotel is not buying because there's no tourists. And now where do they sell? So they are also going into the same market that these small farmers used to go.
And it's getting harder to reach the market. Many once relied on selling to bigger farms acting as middlemen, but no longer. Those bigger players are also concerned that fewer customers are out shopping for fresh produce.
The only thing affecting more is how we're going to move on the market now. I'm not certain about this, how the shop will be permitted to open and all that, how we can sell, how people can come out and buy directly from the farm or in my outlet in the market.
Another problem is access to essential inputs, such as imported fertilizers. Farmers say there have been potentially disruptive shortages in the Seychelles Agricultural Agency stores.
The time frame is critical because you can't plan to sow your seeds, and then when it's ready for it to go into the field, you have an input that is missing, and that will lead to loss of crops, and that doesn't guarantee production.
But the agency says there's no shortage of fertilizer in stock if farmers are willing to switch to organic.
What farmers are used to, traditional farmers, they're used to the NPK, the nitrophosphate. But in our stores, we do have all the alternative fertilizers that can replace NPK. We have the biofertilizers and we have the single fertilizers. And this is the right opportunity for our farmers to start using the biofertilizers, because one of the components of our new comprehensive plan is to try and promote organic farming.
Challenging times for this cassava grower, 30 years tilling the soil at Val d'Endor. The support of long-standing loyal customers has never been so important.
With the COVID-19 situation in the country, people have to stay at home to protect themselves and others. Since the beginning of the lockdown, people are using more and more internet to study, work, and entertain themselves. In Seychelles, the 2 main internet service providers, Cable and Wireless and Airtel, have decided to offer extra services during this period. At Cable and Wireless, each home broadband using a landline will receive 10 gigabytes for free, and for students, it will be 50 gigabytes. Airtel says that 15 gigabytes of internet will be offered to every customer using a router and 100 SMS for free per day. Both companies will double their extra recharge for the same price.
There's a kind of a misconception about this. We've given away quite a lot. So when you look at it, there will be no upside. When I look at the numbers every day, yes, we have increased traffic, but that increased traffic are the free gigabytes that we've given away. So we will not make any additional from the traffic at home. The intention is absolutely not to take advantage of this situation. We will not, as a matter of principle, take advantage of this situation. We will not go to the government and say, please pay the salaries of our workers. It's not what we're doing. We understand that in Seychelles, we have responsibilities as the leading telecoms company. And so we have a responsibility to make sure the telecom infrastructure of Seychelles is in top form. We have a responsibility to come up with new products, new services that the people will enjoy. And we have a responsibility in this time of need to step up and say, yes, we're going to take a massive hit. We're going to suffer a lot.
And with this, we end this news summary. Thank you for watching. Have a pleasant evening.